The podcast that I chose was "Why Do You Want to Work Here," and it just came out like 2 days ago. And Mr. Brian Clapp talked about the nervousness of asking why you want to work here, and some of the things that I took away from the podcast was he said when you apply for a job or apply for a company, be prepared for anything because you either get a yes or a no, obviously, and you definitely be prepared for any questions or any thoughts that the company will ask you. Another thing that he said, and I think this is probably the most important thing that he said on the podcast, and he said do research on the company, and I agree with him on that because that will definitely make a big difference between if you get hired or not. And doing research on the company shows that you have interest in the company, and that could be a big turning point for the interview if you actually show the company that you have actual interest and know what the company is about and their motivation or why they're doing the company. Another thing that he said was learn your style. Don't go into a job that doesn't fit your personality. An example is myself. I'm more of a laid back kind of person, so that's definitely something I need to think about when I apply for jobs very, very soon. And definitely learn your style and don't try to change who you are. So that's something that I took away from the pod. Another thing I took away from the pod is review yourself and be confident, and that's also kind of from the learn your style process that I just mentioned. Is you have to be confident because everybody loves a confident person. Every company loves a person who is confident in their abilities, and that's something that I got a lot better in myself over the last year or two, and being a lot more confident. So all in all, those are my thoughts on the podcast. You definitely have to be confident and definitely do research on the company that you are applying for, because that would definitely make a big difference between if you get hired or not. And he said a stat on the pod that says like 46% of people doesn't get 46% of people who apply for the job doesn't get hired because they don't know anything about the company. And I think that was a fascinating stat, and that definitely proves that definitely do the research on every company and every job that you apply for. So those are my thoughts on the podcast, and thank you.